depending on when you were born, will decide a lot of the ways that you're going to view and apply yourself to social media. And in this video, what I am going to do is talk about some social media no-nos for late adapters that are really yes, as you're trying to brand yourself and talk about your small business. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ruben Villarreal. I am border mayor across all my social medias. And yes, I talk a lot about late adapters here in these videos because I am one. And I have challenges and I have a lot of hurdles that I gotta get through because of the mindset and some of the applications and technology that I didn't have growing up. So being a late adapter, I embrace it, but I create these videos to talk to other late adapters or anybody that's struggling with social media. That way they can make a big impact in these great audiences that social media offers. Now let me start talking about social media no-nos that are yes, especially if you're a late adapter. The first one I'm going to talk about is selfies. Late adapters, it's okay if you take a few or more than a few selfies. The reality is that when we're growing up, people in my era, we're told not to basically talk about yourself, not to take too many pictures of yourself. You know, if you're not in a group of people, well, then it's not a story. Well, in the social media world, it is a story, especially if you're a late adapter. You might go travel to some specialized places in your profession. I used to be a mayor, so I used to go to Washington or I'd go to Austin, so I'd take pictures in all these really neat buildings. Of course there's a story to be told. But if you're something else, if you're a doctor, a dentist, a plumber, a mechanic, a teacher, a lawyer, it doesn't matter. You go to some pretty cool places that really do have a story to be told when you're taking a selfie. Now I created a Melfie because that's my thing. But anyway, grabbing a phone, taking your picture in front of a Capitol building, taking your phone, taking a picture on a famous statue, whatever it is, the landmarks will tell the story. So social media is a perfect platform for, yes, late adapters, for you to share a few selfies. Now the second one kind of dovetail with the first one, and it has to do with talking about yourself. Just that we were told growing up, you know, don't talk too much about yourself, you know, you're too self-centered. Well, in social media you do gotta talk about yourself, but I don't mean talk about yourself in the way of, oh, look at my brand new pen, or look at my brand new watch, or look at my shiny buckle. No. Talk about yourself in your experience. If you're the classic late adapter, you typically have decades of experience in your profession and in or what you do. If you're a teacher, I've been teaching for 15 years. If you're a dentist, I've been in the dentistry field for 20 years. If you're a lawyer, I've been dealing with criminal cases for 12 years. It makes an impact. You're talking about yourself, and it's okay. You're actually helping people make decisions, good decisions, about the services you offer and who they're going to choose if they need something out there in the great big world of social media or business. So talking about yourself is a-okay. The next one I'm going to mention has to do with how you engage with people in your platforms, whether it be Instagram or Facebook or even Twitter for that matter. And it has to do with likes and comment. It's okay to do either. If you see a picture and you like dogs, which I do, you click a lot on pictures and like pictures that have dogs. If you like sports and people are doing a lot of sporting activities, you click and like and say, hey, I used to play football, or I enjoy golf. It's okay if you share your points of view. If they're genuine, if they're wholesome, it makes all the difference in the world. So late adapters, it's okay if you get on somebody's platform, whether it be Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, and you like and share a comment. It means something. And the next one I'm going to talk about kind of makes a little bit of an unqueasy feeling for a lot of late adapters, because they'll say, well, I'm active on social media. I posted once this week. No. The reality is that you got to post much more often than once. And what I'm going to tell late adapters is post often, and if you can, post every day, whether it be in the grid or a story on Facebook, but post, share. That's how people are going to get to know you. And don't fool yourself, it does work. You want them to be able to kind of have an idea of who you are, what services you offer, if they pick up the phone and talk to you, or they walk through the front doors of your shop. It helps. So don't hesitate, post often. The next one I am going to talk about has to do with the content. I'm a big believer in exploring the types of content that you're going to share. Now, what I see a lot of late adapters do is they do a lot of ads. They hire somebody and they create these colorful and not so colorful ads, and they put ad after ad after ad after ad after ad. Well, what I have to tell you is the best social media where I'm concerned, and I'm a late adapter, has to do with variety. You share, again, pictures of your pets, pictures of your kids, pictures of your vacation, pictures of your favorite place to grab a burger. It really doesn't matter, but exploring the variety of content is really, really good if you're trying to build a brand, if you're trying to let people know about the services your small business offers. Give them that insight. Explore the varieties of content that are available, and I assure you, you're going to see some really, really positive results. And the last one I'm going to talk about in this series of social media no-nos that are yes, if you're a late adapter is be very, very consistent in your social medias, because in today's social media platforms, it's also a way of communication. That's right. You'd be surprised how many messages or how much business gets conducted through DMs. The Christmas season just passed, and I want to tell you that we purchased several things for our family through DMs on Facebook, through DMs on Instagram, but we never actually walked into a store, brick and mortar. We actually purchased and made decisions of what we're going to buy on direct message. I'll take it a step further. A few months back, my wife bought a car on a series of direct messages. So be consistent with your social medias, all of them, Instagram, Facebook, you choose them, but be consistent because it's a way of communication. Now, late adapters, I know I've said an awful lot, got a lot for you to think about, but if you have any ideas, I always tell people, drop them down here in a DM or put them in a comment and let me know what you're thinking, what you're feeling. I'm curious. I get a lot of ideas from these productions based on what feedback I get, so I really look forward to anything you have to offer. If I can be of service to you in any way, don't hesitate to look for Border Mayor. And like I've said before, and I'll say again, this is social media, so you all keep on grinding. We'll see you next time.